The Ontario government recently announced that they are investing $21.4 million in Ontario's aerospace sector. To tell us more, we are joined by Ontario's Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade, Vic Fedeli. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us from your car.
Good morning. Good morning, Bob. I'll try to keep this centered and still.
Okay, we got you. Even though you're always on the go. I'm actually quite jealous because you got to go to the Farnborough International Air Show, which is a biggie.
Yes, and right now I'm on my way between North Bay and Ottawa, so it's just another day in the life of a cabinet minister in Ontario. But Farnborough was a good change and a very big success for Ontario. We had 10 Ontario companies at our display, and one of them made an announcement of their investment of $21.4 million, and the Ontario government has added $1.4 million as our investment in their company.
So this is Cyclone Manufacturing?
This is Cyclone Manufacturing. They got facilities in Mississauga and in Milton, and they are doing a robotics expansion, and they are just a real success story here in Ontario. And I expect we'll have a couple more announcements coming out of Farnborough in the very near future as well.
A lot of business is done at that show. What did you learn about emerging aerospace technologies and how that might benefit Ontario, which is a major, Canada, we're a heavyweight in the aerospace industry. There's only 5 countries, right?
There's only 5 countries in the entire world who manufacture commercial aircraft, and Canada is one of them. And right here in the GTA, we manufacture the Bombardier's Global Express, the 7500, just a spectacular aircraft. They have a more than 2-year backlog. We've got 40 different programs at 20 different educational facilities, universities and colleges that are training in aerospace.
Well, that takes me to my next question, because we certainly have the infrastructure and some great companies, but how are we as a workforce right now, and what are the headwinds for the sector?
Yeah, we've got about 39,000 direct and indirect employees in the aerospace sector. We continue to train through our 40 programs at our colleges and universities. So we've got a steady stream. We're graduating about 50,000 STEM students every year. So this has all been very, very important. But I got to tell you, Ontario is just firing on all cylinders. Last week, Tata Consultancy from India made an announcement in Ontario, 5,000 new employees over 5 years for their new Tata Consultancy division. And the week before that, TELUS announced $23 billion spent in Ontario, 9,500 new employees over 4 years. And it's day after day after day we're seeing investments in Ontario, mostly because we lowered the cost of doing business in Ontario by about $7 billion a year. And those fundamentals are all, those pre-COVID fundamentals are all still in place, which is why companies are coming flocking to Ontario.
Okay, were there any objections to the Ontario market, or anything that you feel needs to be changed or improved to attract more business?
Well, they all really are enjoying the fact that we've lowered WSIB premiums by 50%, lower taxes. You know, think about pre-COVID, Ontario saw 307,000 jobs created. And since the pandemic, a further 250,000. So there have been about 550,000 jobs created since our government got in office 4 years ago. And so that's a real encouraging sign. Okay. We seem to be a real sea of tranquility in a very turbulent world, Bob.
Okay, well, we look forward to hearing about more contracts then coming up from Farnborough. Will you join us again when you have more good news?
Any day.
All right, Vic Fedeli, Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. Thanks so much for joining us on Morning Live.